Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Here we've got another challenge idea with Balthasar Gelt. We've got our endgame difficulty maxed out, warning down, all the usual good stuff. And I'll go ahead and explain this challenge idea over the loading screen. So it's pretty simple, only mages. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Yeah, so this challenge is to only recruit battle mages and to really utilize that College of Mages mechanic that Balthasar has. It should be really thematic. It should be really fun. The caveats we have is that we can recruit allied units. We can also have allies, right, and kind of leverage their armies, as well as you can use ogre units. I think that makes it easier. I think that makes it more predictable. If you're really looking for a challenge, definitely you can decide to not use any ogre units at all. I'm going to make a gameplay decision here. It really depends. Truly torn. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try and do what I've done. No ogres. And if I'm feeling a little bit nervous, I'll go ahead and recruit them. But let's go ahead and pick some research here. You've got the colleges of magic. I think that's super important to get into right away. You also have some stuff over here. This campaign movement range is super valuable, but let's keep it easy and let's focus on that experience gain. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that one. The whole point of moving the channeling stance here is that this army will decide to eventually attack us in this spot, and because Xiaoming right here is also at war with them, he'll reinforce. It'll be a very, very easy fight. I would say 9 times out of 10, this is what happens in the beginning. If it doesn't, you might want to recruit those ogres. What we're also going to do is move Balthasar right behind this ogre camp, like right here, and enter the encampment stance. And quickly end the turn. All right, $2. They're going to attack us right now. Let's see, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. So they're going to go ahead and attack us here. If you want to fight it, you can. I would say pretty difficult. So I'm going to go ahead and just auto-resolve, get the extra unit experience there. Excuse me, everyone. Over the entrance there, I had some water go down the wrong pipe, but I think we're back. I'm alive. So, okay. Mission successful. We've defeated that army. Now they want us to capture and occupy this temple. The reward for which is going to be a potion of toughness, which is actually extremely, extremely strong. So we'd love to get that. Also, there's another reason we'd like to get the settlement, which I can explain later. Let's go ahead and do this quick level up. Of course, because we're doing a Lord-centric campaign, we should pick the spells. And this is where it becomes difficult. So I'd recommend getting into this channeling stance here and getting as far into the territory as possible. You can also still recruit ogres if you'd like to hang out here for a little bit. What we want to do is eventually enter either raiding stands or encampment stands. We want to stay topped off enough that we can take out the settlement on our own. Still recovering from almost dying there a second ago. Let's see, I'm in forward march. And over this next turn, I'm going to go up farther in encampment stance. There's a lot of good technologies to pick here. I don't think you'd go wrong with any of them. Campaign movement range being a very good one. So I think we're going to go ahead and grab that. Let's go ahead and enter encampment stance here and move up as far as we can. Of course, what's happening is that Zhao has spawned an army, and his goal is the same as ours, to take all of these territories that you can't see, kind of loop back up counterclockwise, and finish off essentially Gelt's early game campaign. So in encampment stance, this base is unoccupied, but there is an army floating around in this area, so it's good to be careful. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the turn. And over the next turn, I'm going to go ahead and attack it. And you can see Zhao hanging out right behind us, ready to steal this very important province of ours from right under our noses. Okay. We're kind of ready here. Let's see. Yeah, a handful of good units, but nothing we can't handle. I'm going to go ahead and attack. Let's go ahead and fight the battle. So our goal here is that we can attack a settlement multiple times if we have the movement. And so I'm going to get them low, try to not take any damage if possible, and then concede and then re-attack with the magic and all the things and take over the settlement. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but we have one benefit on our side, and that's the armies all start without moving in the beginning of a fight. If you're looking at these guys, the ones you want to take out first are either these Jade Warriors or the Peasant Archers. It really is up to you, because what we have here is some rocks and stuff that we can kind of circle and walk around and around. And archers they tend to sit still more often than these other units here. Yeah, sure, they're going to rotate a little bit. That's totally fine. Let's go ahead, and you want to get slightly in front of them. That way they tend to move either forward or backward. And so maybe we'll get this like first circle right there. See what they do. Should hit a few of them. Yeah, that's all right. We don't need to have like perfect hits, just enough to start bringing their armies forward here. We can go ahead and wait. Okay, so we have another volley we can shoot off. I'm gonna go ahead and send it there. A little bit more damage. And here we go. So what I'm gonna do is immediately come this way into this choke. I'm also gonna grab some water because I still have not gotten through. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. And what's going to happen is these armies are going to clump up in these areas. And that's when we really want to attack. I'm going to move a little bit away from these archers. Don't want them to take out our lord. Although we could also cast, but because I have a water in one hand and I'm playing a mouse in the other, I have to be a little bit more careful. Okay, so you can see like a couple good spells would really do quite some work to these guys. Let's continue. Right, and hopefully we can have them clump up in enough. You actually saw there, I'm gonna come back a little bit. See, you gotta get above this hill. There we go, you see this? This is exactly what you want. So right here, they will scatter, but hopefully you can get enough. Right, and your goal is to just get whoever you can. You know, Jade Warriors is great, and let's just speed it up. You can even for a second, right, get into combat with these guys. I'm just trying to stay a little bit far away. That way we don't accidentally get into a fight we can't handle. Definitely don't want to walk to the edge there. I'll speed it up. And let's get into these trees. If the archers do shoot us, we can at least survive. All right, here's another good section of units. And let's see. Perfect. Let's keep running away here. These archers are going to get some volleys off, which is unfortunate. But if we can hit them right there. When archers are firing, they don't move, in my experience. So there we go, a really, really good attack. I'll try to get one more if I can. Got a few seconds to wait there. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Perfect. Not the best damage. as good as you can hope for. Keep running away. Try to not get attacked. Let's see. So yeah, more of the same. I can go ahead and maybe I can speed this up for you guys so we don't have to watch the whole thing. Let's see, like go right about here. And then I'll go ahead and actually end this fight. Yeah. Okay, so let's concede defeat. Here we go. Perfect. So you have a new ability. Yes. The Golden Hound ability. This is what will do so much work for us. So here we are. Doing okay. If you want to actually get quite a bit of your magic, you can just put this on fast forward, go grab coffee, throat lozenge, whatever you need to get ready for the upcoming fight. This is going to do pretty much all of the work for us to win this battle. We'll wait till we get a little bit more. Yeah. Maybe we'll get to like 30 and then we'll move in. So just hang out right here. Let's see, where's a good spot we could cast it? Maybe like right in the middle of these guys. Yeah, it's 29, 30. Okay. So I'll move a little bit closer. And let's cast it maybe like right. Okay, let's let it move first. Cast it like right here. That way, if it doesn't go like any direction it goes, it should be okay for us. So let's let them get there. Casting. So that's falling down. We can even cast. Yeah, so a little bit unlucky that it's going forward. Let's cast this like right here. Let's see what that does. Yeah. It's like synchronized swimming. They're perfectly dodging all of my attacks. Let's go ahead and cast this again. And this time, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, let's not do it right there. Although we did hit the archers, which is perfect. Yeah, so let's just run away. We're going to do the follow around the rock. Like we did last time. Just speed up. And every, 10 seconds or whatever this is, we'll go ahead and cast this ability. Toss it right here this time. This is the beauty of having a caster in your army. Just tons and tons of damage. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. So ring around the rock, although maybe it's one of those. So we'll just come over here, get into these trees. That should be totally fine. The only problem is they're going to become invisible in these woods right here. So I hang out over here, overlooking all of our land. Like Simba in The Lion King. Let's go ahead and cast this right here really quickly. There we go. Yeah. So you can see, like, that first fight is hard. But really, and I even overdid it. We could have probably left much earlier into the fight. But now that we've got it going, things should be okay. Go ahead and cast this right on top of this unit. It's a perfect square. Also hitting those archers. And that's what you really want, right? Is you want them to follow a group, like a line together. That way, if the wolf does go backwards, it just completely decimates whatever is there. I'll just go ahead and cast this like right here. You can see their army is just completely falling apart. They just don't really know how to dodge this moving attack. Yeah, those archers are totally gone for this fight. Let's go ahead and cast it again. We can do so right here. There we go. Maybe it moves backwards and hits that other bigger group, but no. Oh, let's keep going, Balthasar. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and... I'd love to get closer, but these archers are just going to shoot me. Maybe they'll come back this way. Or just do this to the archers. Let's have them shoot us for a second. Go into the regular slow-mo mode. Yeah, perfect. Okay, take that. What do you say? They'll never move again? Strange. I mean, true. Scary. Let's go ahead. Once they're over here, we'll just wait for the perfect moment. Cue the elevator music. Let's go ahead right about now. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And there we have it. Easy victory. You know, if you'd like to collect more kills to, I don't know if it really matters at this point. Just to get like a few more levels, or, you know, every little bit counts in a challenge campaign like this, but of course we are out of magic. So there we go. Heroic victory. And this is what we're going to rely on for quite a bit of the campaign, is Balthasar's moving hound spell. And then we're going to hopefully recruit a fire mage very soon and use the burning head for that. So there we go. Go ahead and occupy, of course. Get the incredible potion of toughness. And you get this kind of quest trigger that happens right here. Do whatever one you'd like. I would highly, highly recommend Demand Supplies. And that is because it gets you one level closer to this. And this is almost maybe key to this entire campaign. If there's another building that's as good as this, please let me know in the comments, because this unlocks 20 arcane essays per turn. It also unlocks this incredible ability. So I'll just let you read it while I take a sip of water here. So essentially, what this does is the more battle wizards you have in your army, the more intense spells are, which is essentially our entire campaign. I think there's a cap, maybe like around like 8 or 9 wizards. You guys let me know. I don't know if it affects those like armor abilities and that kind of thing. Also curious if you guys know that, what that would look like. This is a great building to get in the beginning as well while we're trying to get that growth. You can go ahead and upgrade this. So, and we can recruit our first wizard pretty soon here with the Colleges of Magic. I've recorded this once before. I don't know if I've actually recorded and talked about this in this video here. I want to get just this bright wizard. So this is a fire wizard. Did I get him? Yeah, fire wizard. I have to click on the actual settlement. Go ahead and do that. He's level 3, which is all we need for the burning head here. And we'll go ahead and have him join Balthasar's army. You can go ahead and pick whatever one of these you'd like. Glittering robe is great. It's so much armor, right? And especially if you overcast it. Just a really cool ability. I'm going to go ahead and get another one of the Golden Hound abilities though. And depending on what you'd like to do, I don't see any reason you couldn't just stand outside and get more wins. I feel like if we do that, we won't get, like we won't have enough movement to enter channeling stance. But for science, I will do it. Yeah, we move back. Perfect. Okay, so we are going to get max recovery at least. And we can go ahead and enter diplomacy here. Anything important? Yes, let's get some trade going. Some people like to attack Zhao. I think that's a totally reasonable idea after the fact, just because this area gets pretty intense with Nikai over here and a couple other factions. I think there's a Dark Elf faction. So all good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and end the turn here. What I really should make sure we do is put on that potion of toughness. I hope it auto-equipped to Balthasar. Yeah. I think this is played out exactly like the last time I played this. So quite a bit of recovery. Every time Zhao disappears somewhere, I think it might be forward to this village of Tigerman. But let's see. Yeah, you want to be really careful, because if you leave this settlement, this is an easy win for them.
I am the supreme patriarch.
So I believe the best thing to do is actually fight them, even though that allows for Zhao to take this territory without you. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, perfect. So make sure you auto-equip items when you get them. And let's go ahead and attack. So, of course, it says decisive defeat. We'll be okay. So we've got our two very powerful heroes here. As always, we can hang out. So this is 10, and this is 4. Yeah. I'm going to try to get a nice burning head off in the very beginning and just go straight through these archers. I'm going to wait as well to kind of that 30 Winds of Magic reserve there. Minimum. But you guys can wait till it's, you know, completely drained for you. And then the way we kind of take out their lord is just casting Fireball, which I don't know if you guys watch Zerkovich, but there's a lot of interesting ways you can use Fireball. I think his kind of recommendation for a lot of those like powerful single target effects is to stand like right over here and shoot it through the archers. Like you could focus on like this, you stand right here with your Bright Wizard and target this group right here with the Fireball, and it should actually travel through the units. At least for some Lords of Magic, it definitely does. Okay, and let's leave Balthasar like up on the top of this hill. We'll bring this Bright Wizard over until we're in range to cast this, which is like, let's actually put him in a control group. Let's go right here. So he should make his way over. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Very, very nice. Okay, we got a little bit unlucky at the end there, but I will take that. It's a pretty good cast. Now let's see if are they just going to hang out? That's awesome. Okay, we can get another cask off. Okay, perfect. Let's go from the, oh, okay, of course they're not going to wait for us to do that. I'm going to go ahead, once they get a little bit like that, and move them back. Nice. You know, you do what you can. So, okay, so thank you, Bright Wizard. That was very nice of you. We can go ahead and shoot their lord if possible. Oh, it's too low. Let's see, is it going to do it? No. It at least hit those other units, which is great. So we'll just move back. And he is ready. There we go. Hitting those units. Let's run away a little bit here. You can also do the same thing we had talked about with the previous battle, right? Where you just kind of leave this fight and reattack it. We can also grab this, but let's do it if we fight their lord one-on-one. This is such another good opportunity for this, but let's keep moving. We want their units to group up as much as possible. Don't exactly know. There's a giant ledge here, but I feel like you could still be able to see them. Also, there's an advantage when you stand up on a hill in combat. So let's see if there's a, maybe like right here. Okay, where are these other units? Oh, this is a perfect spot. Let's do it. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that. I wish it went down, but we can deal. Let's see. Yeah, you really want to get rid of those Jade Warriors. And the closest we can do it is right here. So let's wait. If we can actually have it over the archers and then also hit the Jade Warriors, that would be perfect. How close are they? Yeah, they're probably going to attack very soon. Put it right in the middle of these three, to be honest. They actually, if we move... Oh, I cast it somewhere. Phew, okay. Just worried there for a second. Let's cast it Like right here. There you go. If it hits the Lord, you get super lucky. It's like almost just barely touching those units. Yeah. Okay, we got a few seconds to wait. Let's just do it right on top of these guys. Don't really have tons of magic left either, so I have to make these count. Shaken. Let's keep going back. They really don't want to give up. If we actually attack these archers, so that you see how they're active and we're fresh, let's go attack the archers who are already pretty low on leadership. And if Balthasar was not in front of this guy, yeah, okay, let's cast a fireball on their lord. Whoop. Well, they had archers as well. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and attack here. She might cast one of her spells. We do have some winds of magic in reserve. Let's go ahead and see. Just kind of fast forward through this. Take them off guard mode as well. I do not remember this unit of archers. Okay, so they are shooting. If their archers get on top of them, I will cast it. Let's just walk back. Okay, perfect. So that should completely shatter that one unit of archers, and then let's go ahead and attack their lord. Just hope that you win this fight. Their lords are usually pretty strong. We do have 4 winds of magic, which is perfect for the one spell that we have. Yeah, unfortunately their lord is just pretty strong. So let's move out of here. Although she's, for some reason, completely winded. So, okay, let's do this. And let's try to get up on some high ground. And of course we win. Perfect. That was such a hard fight. Or at least a close fight. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if we can't catch up. We have 40 movement, 32. We would eventually. Maybe they were in forward march. And that's why we didn't get to, or that's why they're like already exhausted. Keep getting stuck. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Yeah, very similar amounts of damage done, which is great. The Fire Wizard will definitely make up for it in future fights, especially versus the Skaven and Ogres and all kinds of other things we might see pretty soon. Very cool ability. Yeah, let's get more experience. Okay, and she did actually die there. That is good.
You summon me.
And we can start moving into some of the other spells here. I don't really need this. I don't think it's bad. I think I might just rather get the Glittering Robe. Oh, I was worried. I was like, did I just get this ability? Yeah, I want this one, right? Because this gives 60 armor to everyone. And with a bunch of battle mages, I think it's super important to give them those buffs. Okay, let's see. Perfect. I don't know where Zhao is, but I'd really like to get that territory if we can. Also 50 growth. This is why you want this building. That's just huge. So yeah, let's see if there's anything interesting. Yeah, peace would be good. Only if they gave us a territory, but I don't think they will. Right? Yeah, there's just no way. So let's go ahead and end this turn. Oh, they did get to recruit a lord there. Makes it much more difficult. But we do have the extra movement. Let's go ahead and either one of these is fine. Okay. Perfect. That's actually a weaker lord. Way easier to deal with.
I am no slave.
So a bunch of these guys. Yeah, I think you guys know the drill. Let's also reduce the mana cost of Burning Head. We are weak, of course.
By the comet.
But our plan is always the same. It's to kind of fight these units in a drawn out game of chase. Tag? Chase? What is chase? I don't think this ever works. I'm gonna try it though. Ooh, yes. Yeah, I think if you have the weaker army, it tends to give you some. Okay, what can we do? Let's strategize. Kind of run around this little pond here. We can hide in these woods if we need to. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if they come at us. Yes, they are running. So what I'm gonna do is like stand over here-ish. Okay, no, they're not moving anymore. Yeah, we'll stand by this forest area. We'll like enter this way. Yeah, they'll keep moving their units. And actually we can even run around this little lake here. Pond, probably. Yeah. Very nice. Would you live in the Warhammer fantasy? If this was your house? I don't know. A little dangerous. Okay. So a little bit more damage per second if you do the overcast. Way more magic. So peasant, Jade Warriors. It won't really... Jade Warriors have pretty decent armor. Yeah, it's tempting. You know, 0 armor piercing is the problem. Let's just do the regular cast. And hope for the best. Okay. You know, we've quite a bit of Winds of Magic. Yeah. You know, it wasn't perfect either. So I'd rather rely on the hounds here. And let's hit one of these Jade Warriors. Actually, let's try to do that a little bit. Okay. Well, here they come. Let's move back here. And what they'll do, especially if we turn on the side, is they'll start to clump up. But they should. Don't really want those archers shooting us. How close are we? Yeah, medium. Let's move back into these woods. I was hoping they would like really clump up and we can get just like a very nice cast off straight away. Kind of looks like it over here. Yeah, this is good. Let's go right here. Perfect. Yeah, they got hit pretty much the entire time. Let's keep it going. Let's go over this way. Find our next pond to use. I'll speed it up too. Let's see if we can't maybe get... This one would be alright. It's 2 units. They're just both peasant long spearmen. Not really the units I'm concerned about in this fight. Let's go. This way we'll do ×2 speed. Just in case we don't see anything worth targeting. I really want to. Maybe we'll go like right here and it will fall onto this unit behind him. Look at that. It's like I've done this once or twice before. Okay, we do also have these, which are great. We want to save those for when we actually get into combat. See if we can't do this again. Actually, let's wait. Wait 2 seconds. Are they looking for us? It's good if the archers actually run away. Here we go. Let's actually, we can get into combat for like a brief second. Or maybe we just, nice. I don't know why they moved back, but that was perfect. Okay, let's run away. Nice. Oh my gosh. That's huge damage. Hopefully this is the exhilarating gameplay you were looking for. Ring Around the Rosie with featuring Balthasar and a Bright Wizard. Okay, let's go ahead. They'll definitely pump up around this corner here. The archers are gone as well. We might even take advantage of that and just get into quick combat for a quick second. Yeah, right. Like the closer we can get to the side here, the more they'll kind of hug this curve. Yeah, even hitting some of these units as well. Maybe even their lord. Ah, close. Okay, yeah, so we can get into combat. This has one cast. Just want to be careful with that. I don't know if it's even worth casting this ability. Maybe. Let's just do it. Gotta live life on the edge a little bit. So there we go. And of course, let's do this here so we can capture both of these units as they escape and enter. Although we did miss a little bit of them. And we only have 10 wins left, so we want to be a little bit careful with what we use. Let's follow these spearmen off. We'll escort them. And yeah, some of these units are coming back. Our Bright Wizard is quick. Let's go ahead and take off guard mode. Right, this is all a game of battle power. If you watch other really good videos by Zerkovich, he does an awesome job explaining all the different, mechanics behind these battles in the game. That would have been a very good time to cast this. But we'll wait. We'll actually hang out in this forest, try to do some damage for a second. The archers will stand still, and you know the drill. We're also on the high ground, at least for a brief second. Let's go ahead and cast this on the archers, like right in the center there. We can cast this as they kind of come closer. The goal wasn't to take out those archers completely, it was to mostly weaken them, to do a little bit less range damage. Let's see, right here would be ideal. And that's all the wins we've got. So let's kind of move out of here. We don't want Balthasar to get hit by that. Or these units as well. We could also, we want to save this scroll for at least either the leader or these archer units. Let's take them out. Right, you definitely want to fight units when they can't fight back. But let's go ahead and fight these archers. More Ring Around the Rosie, but reverse this time a little bit. Let's see, we have no more spells that we can cast. But maybe if we take out this unit and then these other archers, the Lord will just rout on his own. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Oh, I might have grabbed the wrong unit. Yeah. Close defeat. Ooh, I hope I didn't lose a hero there. If I did, this might be the end of this campaign. Let's see. In terms of this episode, you know, feel free to try to replay it. I'm sure you guys will all do much, much better than me. Also love Greases, one of my favorite campaigns to play. I think we're alive. Yeah. Okay. Stolen. Oh, that's that's the item we did not want stolen. That's okay. Hold the line is great. Especially like, you know, there's some good spells here. I think particularly Final Transmutation is very, very strong. That said, we can recruit heroes that do similar spells. Yeah, maybe this. About time. Let's go ahead and fight it again. This time they have way less troops. Actually, it looks like we've lost.
I am ready.
Oh no, we lost the ability to get closer. So it looks like Xiao is actually going to get them, or get this territory. Maybe.
Waste your breath, villain.
Yeah, no, they won't take it either. Well, you do what you can. So we can at least recruit another wizard. And getting a Jade Wizard is very strong because they will heal.
Jade Wizard. The trees tell
So you want to go ahead and get Earthblood and move him over this way.
come forth.
I think that might be his max movement, right? Let's see.
What do not
Okay, for your campaigns, highly recommend after that fight to recruit the Jade Wizard, and it seems like he had enough movement to at least be able to attack, and then you could heal your lords during the fight. I won't be able to do that, so I'm gonna go ahead and just end the turn. And then we'll just get the experience from this. I think I actually want to fight it because otherwise we're gonna lose Balthasar. I can cut this from the video. Even though I'm trying to do these longer streams, you know, don't want you guys to have to sit through something as simple as this. But we'll see. I'll do like ×3 speed and maybe that'll be enough. Hope your day is going well. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in, watching these videos. I've got a few more campaign ideas. I also, with the new update, like the 6.1.4 patch, had a little bit of issues with the mods for the Volkmar campaign. That's why I'm doing another one of these videos. So yeah, here we go. Easy victory. I'm hoping that those get resolved. We can kind of play a few more episodes of that campaign. I know a lot of you guys were enjoying that, but if not, hopefully do a few campaign idea videos and have everybody vote. I think that'd be really fun to kind of get you guys involved in, you know, what we play. I know some people do polls as well, just like simple polls, but I wanted to show in some detail what we're talking about here. So of course, let's get the unit experience. Nice.
You stand before
Yeah, peace deal, which we are definitely not going to take. You still are pushing up toughness. We'll never forgive you. Yep.
you summon me.
And we could get more Burning Head. Kindle Flame is a really good ability, especially for those higher armored units. You can even, and this is what's fun about this campaign, right, is you can use the Plague of Rust ability, right, to reduce the armor of highly armored units, and then use the Burning Head because it's not armor piercing. You can do all of these really, really cool combinations to maximize the Battle Wizard damage. I am going to go into diplomacy just to check. Yeah. And how much trade is this? We don't really even need money. At any point, really. Oh, I want to... Yeah, perfect.
Do not
So yeah, let's enter encampment stance. I think we need that just given the state of Balthasar here. So go ahead and end the turn. So he moved back for some reason. I can see that in the very left-hand corner of the screen there.
Interesting. The bright
Yeah, this has happened to me before as well. He declares war. He doesn't really do anything. This is when you'd love to have this extra province right here. Nice. We will almost never get that. Maybe we can kind of to finish some of those quests, just like recruit a lord, but never actually use him.
My privilege.
Just so we can like get some of those quests filtered through, all that stuff. We do have quite a bit of money.
Supreme Patriarch.
I wonder if we could actually even buy this territory off of them.
To delay more beneficial discussion.
Let's see, how close can we get? Offer payment. Nowhere even close. But if we did this, yeah, I found that sometimes when you can't do something with just money, if you toss in like an extra little thing, it drastically reduces the
You summon me.
kind of burden you have to get over with just purely
Move.
like the monetary value. This wizard is full health. I'm gonna go. Actually, let's do. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see.
I am gone. I go.
Okay, at least nothing to be worried about here.
Jade with
Okay, and no army here as well. Yeah, wouldn't be the hardest thing to take with just wizards. I mean, that's kind of their specialty. But let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh, where did that come from? He's hacking. Wonder they must have had 2 armies in the area. Our goal would be to potentially get one of these other settlements, right? Like the Bamboo Crossing, and then trade for Fuhung or for Village of the Tigermen, just to get that full province value. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. This is the only one we really care about. I'm going to stop collecting income just to get that control back.
so
And what we can do, we can bring the Jade Wizard this way just to get an idea of what's going on. Yeah, these are, I think, a Goblin faction. Yeah. Don't want to get on their bad side.
I am ready.
And then let's move Balthasar over this way. If we have,
Western provinces.
we don't have this defensive alliance, and I know that once we take all of the Burning Nomad territory, they will actually offer a free defensive alliance. I don't know if we should take that or not, given like the other options that trigger. Let's go ahead,
Waste my potential.
come this way. Right, we really would like to take this territory, or at least one of these 2. So here we go. These guys like to attack us.
All right.
Yeah, it'd take too much to actually make that work. How are we doing here? A few turns until this would matter.
I concur.
Possible.
Interesting. Maybe the army we saw was this one.
It is acceptable.
And Zhao was like, went over on the north side of this area. I wonder which one's actually faster to get to the province. I'd imagine maybe this north one. I think sometimes it's important to go the non-double speed. I should have done that. That way we could have seen which direction Zhao went. And I know that if you take the Bamboo Crossing, the zombie Cathay would attack us. And if we take Wai the orcs would attack us. So you're kind of at a,
Let us begin.
let's just say you're on in a tough situation with whichever one you take. That's why you want to take it and trade it as quickly as possible.
Our paths.
And like just choose whichever one you want to actually fight. Yeah, let's move the Jade Wizard. I almost called him a Bamboo Wizard.
Indeed.
Let's move him forward. We have to beat Zhao to this territory. Doesn't look like anyone's coming here though. Let's see what happens. Over the end turn. Okay, perfect. There we go, I did it. Following my own rules. Okay. Yes, seen that before. Very good item.
The Empire.
And let's just make sure we don't get ourselves into a bad situation. Yeah.
I serve only the dragon.
Is recruiting over the end turn,
My will does not.
and their army will be bigger pretty soon here.
Patriarch.
Let's go ahead.
I am in a
Yeah, this is fine. If we move all the way forward, we are losing quite a bit of... Let's see if we can get a channeling stance at least.
Yes, that will do. Pick up the
Yeah, and get this wizard into the army. If we drag them out of the territory to attack us, we can at least heal with some of this magic. Yeah, okay. I don't remember either. I've done this before where I've used some cheese, and I don't know if you guys have used the mechanic where you can be next to an ally while they are attacking something and just surrender essentially for them and then attack it and take it for yourself. Are these two at war?
May our understanding
No.
continue.
Oh, I do see some vampires though. That is very unfortunate.
Eat up more husks for my
Okay. Yeah, oh man, that's too bad. There's no way we could defend that. I've never actually seen them bring their army out as well. What can you do?
what you summon.
Let's go ahead and increase, pick either one of these. This reduces the cooldown, has the overcast. Yeah, I'll see this one. And then we can, of course,
A dragon horn is hostile.
either attack this territory or get close enough. I'm curious, if we are not on that side of the wall, will we actually be involved in the fight? I don't know.
I serve only the dragons.
Wind of Shaman.
So part of me is tempted to just come back.
Very well. I will do this.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's get in forward march. And
To touch
I'm
a
nervous
dragon horn.
that if they attack us with everything, that would be the end of the campaign.
Potential.
But let's see. Okay, he can attack them. So no, that's totally fine. Let's go over here, get into this forward march right outside the territory. His turn is first. He'll attack. We'll be fine. Technology-wise, let's go ahead and pick the other College of Magic ability, or technology, I should say.
Who calls?
Yeah, we're hanging out here. Going to lose this over the end turn, but we will at least get some experience, and we can always take it back. I'm really hoping, because we're so far away, that he decided to siege the settlement. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit too bad. And of course, ending, I feel like, just like our Demons of Chaos campaign, where we are grossly outnumbered with a little bit of wins. I think we could make this work with a lot of effort. The problem is this guy and this other hero. Granted, if we are able to take out enough of their units, we should be okay. So let's try our best. I think what this means as well is no Earthblood, no fire magic, unless the opportunity is absolutely perfect. We need to use all of Balthasar's magic. See if we... Oh, shoot. We're in trouble. Okay, nowhere to hide. Nowhere to go. Yeah, they're at least going to probably hang out. Maybe these crowmen will attack us. Stay at the top of the mountain. That is luckily a very far way for them to travel. Yeah. Well, that's why these campaigns are called campaign ideas. Yeah, they're getting closer and closer. Once we are in perfect, we also go ahead and cast this ability on these archers. Maybe we can get these trees. Maybe that counts. Okay, let's do this. We'll cast this spell as soon as these Jade Warriors are close. And of course we can cast the Glittering Robe. I don't really think it's worth it though. How much time do we have? Yeah. They're here, so let's take off guard mode. That was probably a cast of the Dragon Breath spell. Yeah, I might have missed that as well. Seemingly brings them close enough that they actually had to walk all the way up here. And of course, Balthasar died when I was not paying attention. So that is that. But now you've seen it. So this is a way to kind of get started. I was getting aggressive there at the end just so we could see what we could kind of come up with. I think with the tip from earlier with the Jade Wizard, with seeing the vampires go attack our first settlement there, we'll at least have ideas for the next time we play to be a little bit more defensive. And yeah, super, super fun. Very thematic, I think, to Balthasar. And hopefully that gives you a good taste. I do have some more campaign ideas. I might do one more, maybe two, before we settle on one, for sure. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys hanging out in the comments, liking and subscribing. So thank you so much, and I will catch you next time. Bye.